Hello everybody, it's Matt from TDM Style here, and welcome back for another hair product review. Today I'm going to be talking about this Firm Hold Pomade from Rocky Mountain Barber Company. So Rocky Mountain Barber Company is from Canada, and their Firm Hold water-based or gel-type pomade is actually the most popular pomade throughout all of Canada, outselling other popular companies like Suavecito. So we're going to be breaking this review down as per usual, and we'll be talking about things like the packaging, the scent, the quality of ingredients, the performance, the price, and then at the end I'll give you my overall thoughts on the product. Getting started straight away with the packaging, you get this sort of classic looking pomade aluminum tin, and this one is massive. I mean, this is 5 ounces, which is more than most. On the top lid, you've got this label with the Rocky Mountain Barber Company logo, and I quite like it. It's just a sort of rustic looking design. Nothing around the sides, and then on the underside, you've got the ingredients and directions. Now in terms of the smell, normally with water-based pomades, you do get a little bit of that kind of chemical-y smell, and it's not really like that with this. This to me just smells basically like a wax with a little bit of a cologne-y scent. It's very similar to me to the American Crew pomade, if you've ever used that. Not my favorite scent, but it is very light, and it definitely, like, I don't smell it in my hair at all once I've styled with it, so it goes away very quickly. Taking a look at the ingredients list next, and we can see that this is a fairly short list, and it's pretty much what you would expect for a water-based pomade. So you've got water in number 1, beeswax as the main component for the hold, and then a couple of other chemicals and things, and a little bit of added fragrance. Alright, so moving on to performance, and the first thing I think I should mention is that with this being a water-based pomade, it does wash out of your hair super easily. I mean, you don't need a shampoo at all. With just a water rinse, this will completely come out of your hair, so that's pretty nice. However, on the flip side of that, this product is definitely not one that you want to be trying to rework or restyle throughout the day, as that will break it down and cause it to lose hold. Now that is the case with most gel-type pomades that I've ever used. It's basically a type of thing that you want to style it, set it in place, and then just leave it there. And if you do that, it will hold up throughout the day. The firm hold on this is absolutely true. So as long as you're not touching it, it will definitely hold its shape all day. In terms of actually applying this and styling with it, it scoops out of the jar as you expect a pomade would, breaks down very easily in the hands, and now this is where it gets a little bit interesting. For me, I found that basically as soon as I start breaking that down in my hands, I can feel it really starting to get a tacky feel to it. It feels like a heavier pomade. It's not very watery feeling. And so the first time that I used it, I really expected it to be pulling a lot when I tried to get it into dry hair, but oddly enough, that was not at all the case. Even on bone dry hair, this stuff goes in extremely smoothly, no tugging or pulling whatsoever, although it does begin to dry fairly quickly, so you do need to work fast and get that style into place before it starts to dry. So this is something that you can style into completely dry hair, into damp hair, or I like doing this kind of half and half thing where I'll blow dry my hair kind of 50% dry, put a little bit of the pomade in while it's still damp, finish blow drying, and then finish with a little bit more when it's totally dry. And as far as the finish, this is definitely a high shine product, although you will see the shine come out a lot more if you're applying it to damp hair rather than completely dry hair. Alright, so moving on to price, and as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, this is a 5-ounce tin, and you can get this through Rocky Mountain Barber Company's website or through Amazon for $15.97. And now on Amazon, of course, that's free shipping, especially for Prime people, so it's basically you're looking at 16 bucks for 5 ounces of product, which is an insane amount of bang for your buck. You know, typically we think of men's hairstyling products as costing approximately $20 for a 2-ounce container. So with this being more than double that amount of product at less than that $20 mark, it's definitely a nice pomade that can fit into anyone's budget. So on to my overall thoughts on this product. Now, while I am not typically a heavy pomade user, I tend to lean towards things like clays and other products with a more matte or natural finish. This is definitely a quality pomade. Now obviously this is a water-based pomade, so those kind of hardcore oil-based pomade guys might not like it, but I like it because it's so easy to wash out, and since I don't use pomade that frequently, an oil-based would just be overkill for me. It would be hard to get out of my hair, so this is something that I can use for a formal event and I can wash it out with absolutely no bother the next day. I really like the price. I mean, I think it's just affordable for everybody, and the amount that you get is just crazy. The smell is decent. It's certainly not overpowering at all. It's very easy to apply. It definitely has quite a firm hold as long as you're not touching it throughout the day. So I think all in all, this is just a solid gel type pomade. That about does it for this review, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it and found it useful. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do so to keep up with all the upcoming content on the channel. And as always, thank you so much for coming by and watching, and we'll see you at the next one.